So I've got an interesting thing to show you. And the title of this video has a question mark at the end because I'm not 100% going to say this as for sure. But as my title, has Jsnip4 been vindicated on the ACChain coin statement about it not being attached even kind of to the IMF? This is nothing but an ICO company wanting to get big play in the industry, in the game. That's it. That was my claim. You know, it's my opinion off of the research I did. So I have an email. I've blocked out any identifying information from who sent this, but it was forwarded to me. SGT Bull, Brad, Cliff High is actually on this too. Bix Weir knows about it. We've all been kind of chatting. So when I said I reached out to the ACChain coin people, hey, I'm Jsnip4 with YouTube. I'd like to discuss some things about your coin. Can we talk? Can we Skype? I'm from America. I speak English. You know, could you have someone that can talk to me? Haven't got a response yet. I know it's only been a day since I did this. It's nighttime on Friday right now, but no response yet. However, somebody else took it upon themselves to contact the IMF to ask about this. And I'm going to share you the screenshot. I've took a screenshot and then edited out names by, you'll see the black mark redactions. And the gentleman's name is Mark. Okay. And I'll read it with you. I've got it opened up here in Adobe Fireworks. And you see my little fill thing. I was filling the black spots here. Dear Mr. Blank. Well, first of all, let's start with his. Subject, ACChain, whatever, connection to the IMF. Hello, my name is Mark, such and such, and I am doing research on a new cryptocurrency offering called ACC, whatever coin. Information I've obtained indicates that this may be connected to the IMF and or SDR program. It appears to be promoted by a Chinese entity. Please provide any information you may have on this subject. I've included a link to their advertising. Sincerely, Mark, so-and-so from this company, whatever. Dear Mr., Mark, whatever. Thanks for your inquiry. Please note that we are not aware of the cryptocurrency called ACChain, whatever, and we can rule out any IMF official approval and authorization of its link to the SDR. Best regards, Sylvia Zucchini? Senior Communications Officer, IMF Press Office. They would absolutely know. While Reuters is posting this officer about ACChain, they plan on doing this and that, and SDR, right? Reuters, and what did I say about Reuters? Oh, you mean New World Order Reuters. Right. That was their article, not anyone else's. Because I've seen several people point to the article from Reuters. Reuters wrote the article. The IMF didn't. They weren't quoting the IMF. So that was what I had to say about that. So we have official response from the IMF. Thanks for your inquiry. Please note that we are not aware of the cryptocurrency called ACChain, whatever, ACChain, and we can rule out any IMF official approval and authorization of its link to the SDR. Maybe she's confused, well, they ACChain, whatever, and it's technically ACChain, whatever, but he provided the link. As he says, I've included a link to their advertising. So if she looks up ACChain, whatever, he sent her the specific link to them. She would know, oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we are with that one, right? Or we've had even preliminary discussion, whatever. Unequivocally, we can rule out, as what she says right here, any IMF official approval and authorization of its link to the SDR. I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. You want to call me bragging, ego, call me whatever the F you want. I rarely have to call people out these days. I've only done it maybe 3, possibly 4 times in my entire YouTube career, if you will. And I haven't been wrong yet. I'm going to say it because it's true. And every time I do these things, I do the research before I open my fat mouth because I want to make sure. because it always stems from me trying to say, you know, I don't want people falling for this crap, or I don't want people getting played over here. I got to protect other people. Let me, you know, tell everybody, guys, stay away from that. You guys remember David Wilcox? I told you that one. In Benjamin Fulford, there's going to be a mass arrest of 150 bankers at least. It's coming in 30 days. Utter nonsense. There's no such thing. It's not happening. I took the biggest verbal beating of my life on YouTube over that. I said it the other day. What happened? There was no, the White Dragon family from China are going to take care of these people, or was it the Japanese White Dragon family? They're going to take care of these elite. Really? I can't tell. Called it out. Called it what it was, and I took a verbal beating. But I did it for you, as I always do. I don't want you tripping over nonsense. So when I see something to me that says this is nonsense, and then starts blowing up on the internet and expanding, oh my gosh, does anyone remember when I lived at the first house, the one I've foreclosed and settled with, and there was a lady that actually lived near me. I lived in Brandon, Florida at that time, which is, you know, basically Tampa. And this girl put a video out, and someone else took her video a little bit out of context and was kind of quoting what she said slightly differently, but similar. And that there's bomb-proof doors. Remember the whole thing with Walmart? They're going to turn it into an entrainment camp and a tournament camp. And remember Dabu7? Dabu7 reporting there's a Walmart. There's barbed wire fence. No, Dabu. Listen, I love you, but no, that barbed wire up there is so people, the freaking thieves, don't go up there and steal the air conditioner and the copper. Nothing to do with keeping people in or out. It's on the roof of the building. Right? Complete sensationalism from Dabu7 at the time. The FEMA camp, the drill, the wreck. What was that drill called? Remember the drill was like 2 years ago? Maybe it was more than that, actually. That one little drill we were all worried about. Oh, they're going to turn Walmart into internment camps, and they've fixed, remember, they fixed all the plumbing in 5 different stores. Why would they do this? I thought it was weird, too. I said it, too. It's weird. 5 Walmart stores have the same plumbing issue in different parts of the country. Oh, what are they remodeling there? But we followed it. I followed it. Guys, looks like there's nothing here. Other YouTubers? Oh, no. They're coming to get us. The FEMA camps are coming. So what did I do? I got in my, remember the old ex-police car I had? The first one, actually, I think I had. Not the second one I got. The old Crown Vic. It was a 2002. I jump into my car. Guys, I'm going over there because I've had it. Remember that video? Any of my long-term subscribers? I've had it. I'm going into my car, and I'm going to film this in my car. I'm going over there to stop this nonsense now. There is not, under any circumstances, a bomb-proof door. I'm going to go show you right now. And I went right over there. It's a freaking roll-down gray-colored door. The same ones like you see at the mall or at certain stores, whatever. That was the hype. Bomb-proof doors. And then guess what happens? It starts blowing up on the internet. I'm going to people, Joe. Guys, I've had enough. I'm going over there right now to knock this crap out. I went right over there and knocked that crap out. It's a freaking roll-up door. Oh, okay. Everybody calm down. All right, all right. So I've had to do this a few times. I knew this would be nothing. I just knew it. And I will still say, as I'm saying what I'm saying right now, if I get this wrong, even with official communication from the IMF saying this is horse crap, as Cliff High just recently also said on the Sean SGT report show. I was just watching his video. He too thinks it's complete garbage, this whole ACC coin, you know, New World Order SDR. I have official email right here. There's the contact. There's the email. You can see it for yourself. Again, I copied and pasted this image because I don't want to have my entire email up for you to see. And I'm going to block this person's name out because I did not contact this person. I was forwarded this. Again, we're having a conversation between Bix Weir, Sean from SGT, Brad Peters. You saw the video the other day with me, him and Sean, and Cliff High. This is official response. This is an unofficial response from them. We can rule out any IMF official approval and authorization of its link to the SDR. Game over. Shut it down. Call me arrogant, call me big-headed, call me ego, because I know a lot of you are pissed off and you are licking your lips waiting. I can't wait to pounce on. I saw some of your comments. Waiting to pounce on Jsnip. He's, you know, Brad Peters is going to come out there and eat you alive, Jsnip. First of all, Brad Peters' intention wasn't to come out there and eat me alive. We were all having a discussion. But nobody got eaten alive anywhere, one way or the other, by anybody. You know, me to them either, is what I'm trying to say too. But that wasn't, it was a discussion about this. What do we think? Is there any more info? He showed some of the source code. Again, the same feeling I had about the source code that showed the different currencies. There's almost nothing in there, like Cliff said, this array. It's an array, it's nothing. I mean, it's absolute nothing in there. Cliff High just said the same thing. He looked at the code. I did too, came to the same conclusion that I talked about in Sean's video. There's just, to me, just nothing there. They're just trying to say, look what we can do with our coin. We're going to go global with this thing and all this other stuff. So what better source than the IMF itself? It's their SDR currency that would be using this. This is even better than the people at the ACChain contacting me back to say, hey, yes or no, we can do the Skype chat or even an email chat if you have some questions, anything, which I haven't been contacted back yet by them, by the way. But I feel like this is an even better response. This is from the IMF. So have I been vindicated? I'm going to ask the Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, has Jsnip4 been vindicated on this one? I don't know if I can show this to you. It's probably going to flip. As I see it, yes. You see that? As I see it, yes. Thanks, Magic 8 Ball. In all seriousness, I got to be honest. I don't get pleasure out of doing this, and I say it every time because I think about it that night as I'm going to bed. I wake up thinking about, you know, I'm calling this person out. I don't like, you know, this, you know, tension. I don't like it. But I keep telling myself, you're not doing this to call people out because you're a mean guy. You're doing this to tell everybody else, hey, hold on before you buy into this. Wait a second, just wait a second. I've got something to say. And then all these other people, you're not qualified. We shouldn't listen to you. Well, thus far, as of now anyways, it looks like I was right. But if it turns out somehow later, this person didn't know from the IMF, and they did have an agreement, or something comes up with ACChain, I will still come out and correct myself for saying what I am now, like a true, you know, person, whatever should do. Guys, I thought I had this one in the bag, but guess what we just found? Brad Peters and Sean, SGT, they found something. They sent it to me. Bix, we all looked at this. Cliff, we just found something incredible. And I don't care what the IMF said. Look at this, right? I'll do that. But I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you, to be honest with you. Not now that I've got this on my hands. Talk about smoking gun evidence that we were looking for. Not quite smoking gun here, not quite smoking gun there. This is from the big horse. You know, I said I want to go to the horse's mouth, ACChain. I still would be talking to a company that's claiming certain things, right? Maybe would claim certain things. I'd have to ask them, right? The IMF is the one, I guess that should have been the first person I reached out to. Not them. Let's just ask the IMF. They're the one with the SDR. And there's their official response from Sylvia, the Senior Communications Officer, IMF Press Office. The IMF Press Office would know about something like this. So that's why, is Jsnip4 vindicated? ACChain IMF response. You know, question mark. Question mark. For the, you know, 1% chance, 99% chance that I think I'm right here, the 1% chance that I'm not, I'm going to throw a question mark in there. And that question mark is for all you haters. And Robert Onionhead, you know who I'm talking about specifically. Robert, you are dying to catch me wrong on this one. I read all your emails and I've been replying to you. Robert, step into my office. You're effing fired. Due to those emails you sent me specifically. Thanks. Jsnip4, as I say, the people's people. I don't do this for me. I don't do this to be a prick. I don't do this to hurt other people's feelings. I do this to get to the damn truth. And when I see something that looks like an untruth, I'm gonna cover it. And I try so hard to just stay away from religion because it really riles people up. Did you know there was a gay sex party at the Vatican? One of the number 3 guys at the Vatican the other day who used your tax dollar, or excuse me, your tithing dollars to upgrade his house for the sex parties, which he said no, it wasn't for that. It was for business purposes. He's in big trouble right now. Speaking of the Catholic Church. Let's see, if I start covering that stuff, you're offending me. I'm a Catholic. You're offending me. Well, I'm sorry I offend you. I try my hardest to stay away from that subject because it really does offend people. And whether the truth comes out or not, it hurts me knowing that I'm hurting other people. I'm offending other people, even though I have a right to talk about these things and I should be able to talk about whatever the F I want to on my own channel. I still care about other people's feelings. So I try my damnedest to leave that crap alone. Notice how I did not do a well-needed video on that subject, on that particular event that happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago. That should be breaking news. That should be on Fox. That should be on CNN. That should be everywhere. Nope. You used tithing money, essentially, from the sheeple who think it's going to a good cause. Oh, it went to a real good cause. A gay sex party by the number 3 guy at the Vatican. That was a mainstream article, by the way, in another country. Not us here, of course. We don't cover that. Not to say, to be fairness to the gay folk, you could have a gay sex party if you want. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go for it. Go ahead. Have at it. But when you're the number 3 clergyman in the Catholic Church, and it's supposed to be a sin, according to the Catholic Church, now we got a problem. And we have an even bigger problem when you use the church's money, aka the tithing money, to upgrade your apartment. You know, you're a big shot. Show your gay lovers this awesome apartment you have, courtesy of our sheeple that go to the church. Can you understand now? While I will not, probably I don't think ever, join any church, any religion, good day, sir. I've said enough. I'm out.